Good job.
Stupid
shit.
dummy.
You know what? Fuck you. Alright. 6. Oh, now I gotta correct
Restart?
Twitch.
Because it doesn't. There it is.
How do I edit a stream nowadays? Every time I click on Creator Dashboard, it's like, oh, you're eligible for affiliate. And then I click on the revenue page, and then it's like, oh, wait, we deleted that when you're not an affiliate anymore. Dumbass Twitch. Okay.
Yeet.
Let's do this. Head on over here. 3G's only one in chat.
Mike's video.
Everybody's got to turn on their camera.
The freaking Beetlejuice. No.
Oh, I should probably let them know, huh? Hold just a second, stream.
Bins, you cameraing?
Free.
Alright.
I'll show you fancy camera.
Okay. Now we're live. There we are.
Bins,
Benz.
What?
are you cameraing?
3G.
Yeah, you gotta let me finish this game. You started early.
Finish
I
this.
adjusted
Oh
I
my
adjusted
god.
camera. I have it plugged in.
You started early.
You
I
don't
wasn't
have
ready.
the camera plugged in 3G? Okay. That's what
I
was
had it set, like I adjusted the
Alright.
angle earlier, so I can
But
get
you
it
leave your
adjusted.
camera plugged in when you're masturbating, Beast? What the fuck is wrong with you? Someone could just hack
No!
into
Who cares?
Jeffy,
I
Jeffy,
unplugged it. I
Jeffy,
unplugged it.
Jeffy,
Not
Jeffy.
covered, I just unplug it.
Take that. Try to do something with that, huh? Yeah?
Alright.
That's a pretty fancy camera. I didn't know that was a thing.
Fancy No, it's a sliding door my dad got for free at a trade show. Are you kidding me?
No,
Oh.
Those things are pennies.
Fucking pennies more than I got. Jesus.
Welcome everybody in chat. What do you do on these podcasts? We bitch at Jaffe for being an idiot. That's pretty much what we
Yes.
do. And we talk about whether or not you actually need straws to use a tongue.
Yeah.
But that's not how
Strike
that
that.
sentence was supposed to be.
Strike that, reverse it.
What
Yeah.
hat is that? Hold on. What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
The
You know what he's
Lululemon
wearing.
headband.
That's his headband.
Same headband
Oh,
he's been
it
wearing
fell
for
back.
6 years.
My
What
hair
is-
is too low.
Oh, what? No, that. What does he have in his head? Nothing.
Lice.
Oh, okay.
Lice.
Second question, what are you eating?
Toxic.
What?
You're eating toxic?
He's calling me toxic.
I heard popsick, so.
Same.
Popsick? That's bread.
Is it?
Yes.
See you, Lily.
Never
Welcome,
heard of it.
welcome, welcome. You don't need a tongue to drink out of a straw. See, that is what I was also curious about. Like, on the one hand, I'm not sure if you need straws to drink out of tongues, but if you need a tongue to drink out of thank you for subscribing. So soon, welcome.
No, you don't. I told you this already.
I thought we kind of figured this out, but I'm really not sure we got to the bottom of it.
If you watched the video that he sent, you'd have figured it out.
You sent a video.
I didn't say
Yes, he did.
I linked a web page.
Oh.
So the
There
idea
was
is that
there was a video on the page, but yeah.
the idea is that you change the shape of your mouth to like create suction to work with a straw.
Oh my
Ah,
god, Beast.
gay
Oh my
man.
God, I'm your biggest
You weren't
fan.
subscribed?
No.
No way. And then, but like a tongue makes it much easier, is my understanding.
Correct. Tongue
Ah,
takes
You
up
don't suck
take
with
a
your
tongue.
tongue.
Your tongue takes up a certain percentage of volume within the space of your mouth. If you move it down and back, it creates an air pocket there that creates suction pulling through the straw. But you can do the same thing, just not to the same effect, by moving your jaw. Like just lower your jaw while your mouth is closed, and you suction.
All right. All right. Just a quick vacuum.
My cat keeps crawling around my space because I
Wait, was
opened
that
up
the
this.
keyboard and mouse vacuum that you got for Christmas?
Yeah. This is a
Nice.
Sig's gift that really, really sucks.
It's the suckiest gift ever.
Funny.
No, I opened up the space between my left monitor and my desk, and my cat can now fit. So he's just been everywhere. I mean, like anywhere a cat can drop a hair, it's in there.
Hey, there's a Benz.
Okay, wait, his
Hello.
second
Look
one
at
on
this guy
camera?
with the white shirt.
Have I ever?
Oh,
I don't
you-
think I've ever seen Ben's without a white shirt.
You already create suction with your mouth, like sucking it.
Hmm.
We are talking about a straw here, so simmer down. I don't know. That's a weird question. When we Googled it, like the only thing we could find on the entire topic was like a 10-year-old article.
There was a
Actually, that was a
Vsauce
full
actually did a video
podcast.
on that, on the logic, physics behind a straw and pressure. And it was really cool. I thought you specifically had seen it, which is why you brought it up.
No, I was just curious one day.
I mean, honestly, you can create the same effect by pulling air into your lungs like you would do to breathe in,
All right.
but you're likely to pull fluid into your fucking throat. And
Not a good
breathe it
idea.
in. I'm sure that if that's the only way you could get it to work, though, you could get used to that and not drown yourself.
Maybe.
Wouldn't that be
On
a
a
dumb way to
Tuesday?
die? I drowned using a straw wrong.
What's this?
Water?
Space straw.
This is
That'd be so horrible.
space
Tweak it.
straw? What the hell?
That's the video I thought Beast was referencing when he wanted to have that as a topic.
Now, one of my favorite things is seeing people
Peace
try to
out.
use like a length of tube to siphon something and not understanding the concept of pulling the air out of the tube and stopping it and then getting the other end lower
Mm-hmm.
so that you actually cause the fluid itself to pull the rest of the fluid behind it.
You're
That's
telling
always
me
fun.
if I flip my cup upside down, the straw's not going to work?
Bitch, what?
I think this is in time for a experiment, Beast. I think we
Alright.
should test this theory.
He's got a point.
Jeffy's telling me to put my head underwater.
And if you just keep it there for a good 8 to 10 minutes, I think it'll work eventually.
Oh no.
Put your head underwater for 45 minutes, puts a cup on his head.
Why?
Oh.
PPR?
It's official. I burned my tongue.
No.
Saw that coming.
Somebody, no. Like, what are you eating exactly again? Like, bro.
Oh, only the finest of delicacies.
I get
Okay.
pizza.
Pizza rolls. Look at
Pizza
that.
rolls.
Oh,
Good stuff, right?
Hey, you want a little cooking tip with those? Actually, to make those better,
Deep fry.
put a little bit of shredded cheese on there, kind of as you heat them up. Obviously, pizza isn't pizza without cheese.
Well, the pizza rolls
Also,
have
bit of
cheese
ra-
inside them.
You can't go wrong with more cheese. Also, use a bit of ranch dressing because a little bit of ranch dressing kind of adds to the texture. And the
It can
zest.
go wrong with more cheese.
Yeah, you're wrong. I would have to debate on that.
Well, wrong with more cheese is not correct exactly, but wrong with too much more cheese, yes.
Hey,
Drown it in cheese.
what flavor you
And the
got
wrong
there,
and the wrong
Benz?
type of cheese.
Would you like some pizza rolls with your cheese?
It is
Yes.
called Cushman. I
Kush,
kid you
man.
not. It's
Oh, boy.
mangoes.
Nice.
Oh. Benz, do you have other color shirts?
I do. You want to see?
Yeah.
I would like to see you change into a different one right now.
Negative.
Negative.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. The coin slot.
Oh.
These are my white t-shirts.
Alright.
Yikes.
Then we got some colors that I don't wear.
Wait,
Oh.
why not?
You know, black, red, gray. I
Oh
see
my
one
God.
color in there.
Ooh, there's a red one that
Mhm.
not black,
I see that.
White.
white, or gray.
Yikes.
Wait for it. Where are my
Skulls,
white
I'm not
t-shirts?
built like cheese. Okay?
Skulls built like a fucking tortilla
Hey,
chip.
Fran. Welcome.
What is he? I'm confusion. Okay. Alright.
Oh. So, mostly
Good.
white.
Oh yeah.
You can tell Ben's is a very clean person because all his white shirts are spotless.
Yes.
It's
No,
you know-
there's a stain right here.
Don't
from
worry
my
about
vape
that. Don't worry
juice.
about that. See, but like, to have
Guys,
an
do you
entire.
a tattoo? Sorry.
Yeah, I have like 3.
I didn't know that.
I have this. I have one of my ribs.
Nice.
I have this.
I
Oh, the
eventually
one on your
wanna get
wrist is
one.
for breast cancer?
Leukemia.
Leukemia. Ah, okay.
I want to
So
get
yeah,
that
cancer.
actually. To be honest.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
did you just say you were gonna get leukemia?
You don't want that.
No, I said I want to get a tattoo.
Oh, for the awareness of cancer. I got you.
No. Like, get a outline of Pikachu right there on my right shoulder.
I want to get a
Mm.
picture of Sig's face on my back.
Wow.
I mean, it
I
makes
just-
sense.
I just
I
picked that. going from top to bottom, like the whole.
Yeah, that's what I was for the whole back, you know?
Like Steve-O.
That way, Sig would always have your back.
Steve-O's is super funny
What
because
about me?
it's a tattoo of himself.
It's so
Yeah.
bad though.
Yeah.
Who's
So
mentioning
sort
me?
of.
What?
Did you ever see the one where he got the off-road tattoo from Henry Rollins?
Fuck.
Like they were in the back of a Jeep,
Who's-
like driving through all kinds of bad terrain, and Henry Rollins is trying to tattoo a smiley face on his shoulder.
Wait, I feel like I
Yeah.
have seen that.
Yeah, it was on one of the episodes of
And he's
Jackass.
fucking bouncing around and the tattoo's coming out trash.
Oh yeah, no, it's totally fucked. It got the same effect by just soaking a shotgun shell in fucking ink and then shot him in the arm with it.
Oh my god.
Well.
Maybe like a snake
That.
shell so we don't remove his arm from his body, but
Well,
you know,
yeah.
whatever.
I watched a drunk guy play Scribble.io yesterday.
Was it 3G?
No. It was
What?
Nathaniel, and
Yeah, he was drunk.
I don't know if it's the Nathaniel from my streams, but if it was, then he was really out of it. 'Cause he didn't even
Just
seem to know
chilling.
who I was. Literally, I was like, "How did you even get in the Discord if you don't know who I am?"
Oof.
Not. All right. Rephrase. It's highly unlikely. All right. Just playing the numbers. I mean, even if you came from somewhere else, I figured you'd at least know who I am. Shit.
You're wrong. I have 6 friends in this Discord that you have no idea about that are in real life friends that have no fucking idea who you are.
It's highly unlikely.
You say that, but it's quite likely actually. I don't know.
There was supposed to be more than one person.
We're saying highly unlikely leaves room for like 50 people in the server who don't know who I am.
Maybe.
All right, I'm gonna need a whiteboard. My point is,
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll be honest though, like for a second, when I first saw it, I thought your headband was one of those like sailor hats. The way it was, like,
I went to play
green.
Pokemon with some guys, and they thought I was wearing like one of those little Jew hats. What do they call those?
Yeah.
a
Bez.
yarmulke?
Oh,
Ben.
Well then.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name is.
Yarmulke.
Yeah,
One of
that's
those.
it.
And I was like, no, it's a Lululemon.
You wore that outside?
Yeah.
I changed my mind, Beast. I
I've
don't want to
never
come
worn it.
hang out with you anymore.
Yeah,
Think I'm too cool for you?
You just have to have no shame. That's just how that works.
True. I wear this in the Mall of America. Hundreds of people, attractive females, walk by. I mean, what
Oh,
else? is
yeah,
new?
no wonder they walk by. Jesus.
And
I
kept
saw that
walking.
shit. I'd keep fucking walking too. I would probably pick up the pace 20 to 30%. Jesus.
Fuck,
Add a little,
man.
add a little, add a little 30% on top. Wish you weren't so awkward, bud.
Okay.
I've been saying how are you now to too many people who don't watch Letterkenny. Breaking my heart.
break your heart.
Shadowhunter,
No,
welcome.
Not so bad.
Oh dear, I've lost my train of thought. Well,
Oh no.
I had
There's a
something.
train.
All right. You know what? Choo choo. All right.
Isn't that usually in the morning?
Wait, why are you calling Cthulhu now?
Well then.
I lost it. We were
Good
talking about.
usage.
Damn. Right before my hair. Yeah, it'll come back to me.
How I'm ashamed of you.
Oh, you were lying about that.
I was?
More or less.
All right. Well, I appreciate you telling me how I feel. I see how it is.
Okay, Jeffy, you'll get through this. Oh yeah, the drunken scribble.io. Yeah, he tried to draw a tablet, and the lines couldn't go straight. Like it was.
Yeah.
It was.
I know that feeling. It's okay.
I don't know. I mean, it reminded me of I was watching Hannibal, and oh, someone's got an echo. Echo.
Echo?
Oh, it stopped now. Might have been sick.
Weird.
I don't know. On Hannibal, there was a guy who was losing his mind, kinda, and the
Yeah.
one the therapist dude had him draw a clock, and the circle was all messed up with all the hands in the bottom right, but he thought it was perfect. Kind of weird.
Oh, I remember that episode.
Oh, yeah.
Been a long time since I watched it, but I do remember that was a thing.
Made me think of that article I came across where it might have been an article or a YouTube video, probably a YouTube video, knowing me, where they had artists on LSD start drawing pictures, and like they had them start right at the dose, sober, and then like watched as it progressed into madness. It was pretty weird.
Did it just turn into like that one famous artist from the '60s kind of work?
Yeah, you have to narrow that down.
I can't pronounce his last name, but Andy was his first name.
Oh, Andy
Starts
Warhol.
with- That's it.
Warhol?
I fucking always forget how to pronounce his last name.
I
Andy
know.
Warhol did a
I
lot
don't want
of
to talk about it.
Andy Warhol did a lot of paintings that were perfectly normal paintings. Like the Campbell Soup Can thing was a Warhol, wasn't it?
Yeah,
This
and he
dude,
was
this
clearly on
site
acid.
actually just hit me with a "You value our content, and so do we. Please turn off your ad block, as it's a link to someone else's YouTube video."
What?
Here, I'll
Speaking
drop
of
this link in
paintings,
chat.
What about the nameplates?
Oh, well, we'll figure that one out another day.
Okay, sure.
Now look at this. Look at this video though. I'm gonna click through this muted, but 20 minutes after the dose, you get just like a normal painting, right? Normal drawing, and then like it just like, what is this? 2.5 hours in, 28
It
seconds.
comes so
This
bad.
isn't even a human anymore. This is a self-portrait.
What
What
happened?
the fuck happened?
And then ironically, at
Let's see.
4:25, it actually gets its shape back. And then at 5 hours and 45, it just goes to hell.
What the heck?
Pretty freaky stuff.
Wow.
Oh, and then there's that Twitter post, which, I mean, if you're getting information from Twitter, you really gotta take that with a grain of salt. Of different spider webs from spiders on different drugs.
Oh, I saw that. Like the one was on cocaine, one was on weed, one was on
Mm.
meth, and
But, I
one
mean,
was like
as
drunk.
I've grown through the years, Twitter has been less and less and less. Like, all those fact accounts, most of it's bullshit. I mean, just totally false.
I'm sorry. Back up a few seconds. Did you just say that they gave perfectly good drugs to spiders?
Oh my god.
What a fucking waste of money.
Jesus,
Jesus.
Jackie. You over there wanted to, light one up with a spider?
Why not?
Are you not? Could you imagine?
Yo, bro, this is my main homie, Charlotte.
Do I hear the train now?
Mm-hmm.
I hear a train. Whose train is that?
Beast, is your train of thought back?
Ah,
Yeah.
No, it's quickly passing him by.
so it's funny.
I need heat.
Very, very
Alright.
disappointed in you,
Space
Beast.
heater's on.
It's funny. I just turned my air conditioner on 20 minutes ago.
Air
You have an air...
conditioning?
Why?
My central AC because it was 81 degrees Fahrenheit in here.
I
Oh
don't
my
want to hear
God.
about your fucking southern state heat over there, right?
I mean, I can't help it that I live here. I didn't choose it.
It's 80 degrees here, by the way.
Alright,
you too, Vince.
Benz, you need to just simmer down, alright? We recently got snow. It is
too.
Me too.
7 degrees out.
It's a little bit colder here in Canada, but not much.
It's 41 degrees here. Sorry, 45 and sunny. My bad.
Beast, we must have got hit by the same snow because we also just got snow for the first
Oh, how
time.
fun.
I know, it was exciting. It was like a foot of snow. It was just like, oh my god.
Same snow.
Same
five.
snow. So it's basically
Same snow.
like
Snow's
if I-
sweet.
Here you go. I high-fived you back.
Skulls, I wrote it in the chat.
Yeah, Southern got called into work. So, Southern was meant to be a guest on here today. They'll probably have to schedule for, I don't know, next week or soon after. I want to get him on, definitely, but it's unfortunate that he had to miss today.
Mm.
It's alright though. 3G's here. We made it. Jaffe's here for, well,
15 more minutes.
he says 15, but we'll stretch him out for a little bit longer, I'm sure.
You literally can't. I have to go see. I have a house showing in the city.
Are you
at
buying this
5
on your
o'clock, and it's
own?
An hour and a half away from me. What?
You buying this on your own?
No, I'm not fucking buying it. Who do you think I am?
Jaffe. That's who I think you are. This
Is
might be the last one that I'm able to make myself.
I can do one more, and then the following Monday after that, I work.
Yeah, I'll be working 6 days a week
Wow.
at 4:30 in the morning.
Just specifically ask for Mondays off.
I'm not gonna do that. Thank you though.
I tried that. Didn't go over well. They were not okay with, like, you cannot have every single Monday off. That's not okay. But why not? No, I guess not.
So you got the job, Benz.
Basically, I'm just waiting on the email for them to send it over so I could fill out the paperwork. But the conversation started off with he needed to fill out paperwork for the dude that they fired, and the conversation ended with, "We're gonna get you in here as soon as possible." So
Without the actual paperwork, you're effectively hired though.
yeah, so as of right now, I'm not hired, but
Paperwork's on
am.
the way. This is the job you didn't want initially.
A
yeah, and I
handshake-
want this job now.
a handshake deal.
Me?
I like their system.
Am
Oh,
I
sorry,
checking
did you
a
just
DM?
say you like their assistant?
No, I like their
You been
system.
looking or something, or is that why you're?
I know
He
gay.
likes their
I
system.
said she.
Oh, I do say
Although
I don't
Ben,
know.
you say that, but if I scroll up and chat a little bit, I would like to beg to differ.
So this
don't know
was
what
the
you're
job you
talking
didn't
about.
want, but you're coming around?
Oh no, I want it.
Or you want it now?
I want it now.
What do you do there?
Gets paid.
Not much.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
fucking much. And I really like their system of they take $10 out of my paycheck a week and they match that $10.
Oh, for a pension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. However
Mine
much
has-
money I decide to take out of each check, they match, and the other company they only give you 2% of what you take out of each check.
My company has a similar thing where it's the same however much you want to put in. So my first
Yeah.
3 paychecks, I put like as much as I could, and they matched it. And my
Yeah.
pension's sitting at like $18,000 right now. I'm just like,
No.
I'm 20 years old. That is a lot of money right now.
That is a lot of money right now.
That's a good
So-
deal.
Yep.
No wonder
Yeah.
Jeffy's buying a mansion.
I'm not buying a mansion.
I want to just keep hyping that house up more and more.
The
How's the
only
castle
reason,
coming?
and I kid you not, the only reason I'm moving to the city is so I have good internet. That is the only reason. I'm
That's a
so
good deal.
sick of the internet here.
You see what he's doing for you podcast viewers?
It's not for them. It's for
This,
me.
he's moving to a new house just so he can turn his camera on. Like
I
this
don't have a
is
camera.
just so he can afford just so he can go get a camera in the city. Like this is you can actually be near something, Jeffy.
Yeah, I know, right?
You
It's
know what
gonna be
it's like to
amazing.
have a grocery store within 10 minutes?
There is a grocery store within 10 minutes.
You know what it's
I
like
was
to have
there
a
today.
have a friend
Yeah, it
within
is.
10 minutes?
All of my friends live here.
You know what it's like to be able to go to a restaurant within 10 minutes of your house?
Yes.
My family owns a restaurant.
Do you know what it's... God damn it!
I know what it's like to not have to drive an hour for Wendy's.
Do you know what it's
Alright,
like to have
alright, there we
Pokestops
go, now
around
you're
you?
getting it.
That's 10 minutes
Wendy's?
free. That's why I like in the city. Everything's not so scary.
So
Fucking
These two
Pokestops.
tried so hard, but it just didn't work.
and then I took the hammer and I smashed the fuck out that nail.
Nice.
Damn, Ben's, you're
Smash the
nailing it.
nail, put a hole in the wood, a little bit of everything, you know?
Hey man, that's what I do. I'm a nailer. What can I say?
I would
Worst
like to
weapon in
test
the
that
game.
theory, Benz.
No, not today.
Aww.
What about tomorrow?
No, maybe not even this lifetime.
Wow.
You say that, but let me just scroll up in our chat real quick here.
Okay, let me scroll up quicker. Scroll up quicker. Scroll up
Oh,
quicker.
hello, Era.
I
You're saying
screenshotted
YouTube
it.
light
I
mode
don't-
hurts.
Question.
Yeah, just because we're all white doesn't mean that you need to like, oh, you my hair? Okay. This is
Wait, here's the
rude.
question for everyone: YouTube light or dark mode? What does everyone
Dark.
like?
Light,
Dark.
light,
What the
light,
fuck?
light.
There's a YouTube dark mode?
Yeah.
Well,
Even on your phone.
who the fuck watches YouTube on their phone when they have a desktop?
I do.
When you're in bed
Yep.
You know what's funny? Actually, I went
or
upstairs
at
today.
work.
I went upstairs today, and my sister was sitting on the couch, and there's like a big 52-inch or a big fucking TV on the wall, and it's
A
like
big
it's
52-incher?
I don't know how big it is. It's a decent size, and she was watching Netflix on her laptop, and I was like, "What are you doing? Like, fucking use the TV." And she's like, "Fuck off, Jake." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, that's right,
Jesus.
Jake. Fuck off, Jake.
Yeah, that's my name. That
Who
is-
is this?
my sister?
Sounds like a nice person.
She is. Beast, I will kill you.
Why?
'Cause I know what you're trying to do.
No.
I knew that was coming. I would never. That was coming next.
Is your
Not-
sister 12 also?
No, my sister's 23.
Perfect.
Oh, isn't she married?
No, the one who's 25 is married. The one who's 23 is only engaged.
Gotcha.
So you're saying there's a
I'm
just saying.
that's so wrong.
Chaffee's gonna fucking kill me.
Benz, I'm gonna turn straight just so I can nail your sister.
What?
Oh my.
You don't want to do that.
Do you want to bet?
She's
I'm
12,
telling
dude.
you, you don't want to do that.
Do you want to bet?
She's 12, dude.
She's
I'll
not
go to
12.
jail. I don't give a fuck. Alright.
Damn.
Wait, are we talking about Ben's or me?
Oof.
I lost track.
I was
of
talking
that.
about Ben's. I was talking about Ben's.
Ben's has a sister?
I've talked to your sister too many times to joke about that.
Oh no.
She's no
Yeah.
longer just a thing.
Yeah, she's no longer just a female. She's an actual person. It's weird.
Ira, how do you lose a phone?
Just call it lol.
She's a teen
Shoes.
girl in 2020. I thought that was like glued to her hand.
No, she was
Yeah,
at
right.
university. She has other things going on.
Oh God's sake, you are just the
That's
worst.
not true.
Well, what?
That's not
I started out giving her shit in Hangout when she said something about losing her phone, and then she told me what happened, and I felt bad.
Hmm. He used the I'm not in the mood for jokes right now defense. I always hate that one.
It's pretty much.
There's never a time not to joke. Someone stole it, you're pretty sure? Oh, that's shitty.
Dude, why would someone steal a phone?
What? A lot of
Because
reasons.
people are grimy.
$1,000 iPhone? I have plenty of reasons why. 1,000
I
of
have
them,
plenty
actually.
reasons. Yeah.
Hmm. I don't even know
Yes,
what kind
no,
of
cool.
recourse follows a stolen phone. I mean,
Yes.
try to
no,
track
cool,
it.
You did tell her
Find
to
My
use Find My iPhone after I already asked her if she had that app, and she said that it was disabled.
You can contact your service provider and they can track it down for you. So if you're
Yeah.
like with
Mhm.
TELUS or whatever, they'll track it down for you.
Phones are pretty specific to you nowadays. I can't imagine someone can wipe it that easily. I
You
don't know.
say that, but it's pretty easy. It's just a
It's
little.
possible.
It's literally you just take the screen off. There's a little memory chip that has all your memory.
Yes. No, tell everybody how to do that.
You pull it out. You swap it in with a new one from the
Jeffy,
Apple
you
store.
sound
and
like you're
fucking
speaking from
Jeffy,
experience.
Sarcasm.
Dang.
it's really not that difficult. Not
Jeffy.
what? It's
Shut the
re-
Read the room!
It's
He's
fine.
over here.
If someone goes through the hassle of doing that, they deserve a new phone.
No.
They don't.
No, they don't.
Skulls can wipe it without taking off the screen.
Yeah, you just point it at your shirt and rub across your shirt, and it's wiped.
Okay, buddy.
Oh boy.
I don't know. That method was good for like iPhone 5. I don't know if that you could do that with the new ones.
I think with the iPhone 5, you were able to like literally just plug it into the phone and basically wipe it just by putting it into a certain mode.
That was with the iPods, not the phones. I had to do that a
with the
couple times.
phones.
I
Does-
could never manage
I
that
did it with
the phone.
mine.
Jesus.
Really?
For real.
Well, never mind. So in other
Kinda
words, it's a lot
blending in with
easier
the
with the
curtains.
iPhone 5s.
Free.
It is.
It
blending
keeps
in
my
with
hair
the
back, Ira.
curtains.
If I take this off, then my forehead
He
gets
wants
starts
to be a
itching.
tennis player.
You could just get your hair cut.
Yes.
Oh, let me just go do that. Hmm.
I mean, you had a whole week. Since the last podcast.
The phone serial number, and that should allow it to be tracked. Yeah. I don't know.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
If she calls the right people and is diligent, I'm sure she can get it back.
Or she could just hire a hacker to track it. She could show up the guy's house with like a beating stick and
How
just
about
beat the
you?
crap out of him.
We did
Sure.
that once. Somebody stole a phone at a party, and we went and found them. And we had a golf club.
Did you hit him with it
Oh,
or
it's
just
staying.
threaten him?
I mean, we'll leave it at that.
It was just threaten, Stream. It was just
We
threaten.
were just threatening him. Yep. That was it.
That messy hair though.
I don't care as long as it's not my forehead.
I mean, forehead looks like you could put fucking 2 hands there.
See, that's why not to get a haircut right there. Ira likes
do
the hair
have a big
long. It's
forehead,
never
Beast,
getting
it's true.
shorter. Ben's how's your
Um,
job thingy? He hasn't even started.
I remember when I was, I don't know, probably 17 or 18. I was in a car with a friend of mine. We went to some other guy's house. We were hanging out there talking and everything for a while before we left. And when we left, he pulled his phone out from the console to call his mom to say something about we were going somewhere else or whatever. And the phone didn't work. And after a few minutes of messing with it, like he finally looked at it and realized that the sticker on the front of the phone was not the same sticker as what was normally on his phone. And we went back there with the cops, and it turned out that one of the guys who'd been hanging out with us or whatever had sat in the car for a little bit, and he had just non-working cell phone and swapped it with Robert's working cell phone. And we were just like, really? How did you think that was going to work out?
Fucking
A little bit of a
stupid. People
flawed
are
logic
dumb.
there.
I feel like, I mean, you just get caught immediately. Like,
And that's what happened. It was within 30 minutes. The cops were there, like fucking getting Robert his phone back. So stupid.
Fucking Robert.
yeah, I don't know.
God, fuck yeah, Robert. It's just all Roberts are the same. I swear to God.
All Roberts.
Beast, weird question. Oh, I can't say that in stream. Never mind.
Good catch.
It wasn't bad. It was just something a little personal that I don't imagine Beast would
If
put on the
it
internet.
doesn't work, you're gonna hire a hacker. Jeffy's a hacker.
No, I would never use my skills like that.
Oh,
To help
Yikes.
someone?
I fucking won't even. No, I had to sign a waiver saying I'm liable. I'm not doing nothing.
To
with
help
internet
someone
hacking.
find stolen property. Okay.
But it's still illegal. Apple could sue my ass off or whatever phone she's with.
Really?
Yeah, unless it's the cops, they could sue me for everything I've got and then some.
She doesn't trust you anyway. Oh.
yeah.
I see how it is. It's okay. She tried getting me to get access to a YouTuber, an email account of hers, and I needed to know like the name
Oh,
of it. Ira.
What?
And she wouldn't give me the the account address. It's like I literally can't help you. And she's like, I don't trust you with that information. I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Jesus.
I think it was a YouTube account where she had a video where she wanted to delete it and didn't remember
oh,
the password.
it was her video. Got it.
Yeah, it was hers. It was hers.
I thought we were
Oh.
hacking a YouTuber here. I was
No,
Why?
it was. She just wanted access to an old account. She wouldn't give me the details.
That's
It's
so
like, I can't
shitty,
help you.
Ira. How would you ask a man for help and then just like,
She
No,
wanted
I-
me to talk her through it. I think.
I don't know why you don't trust Jaffe. Like I think he's got my like home address and phone number and everything.
I don't have your phone number. Beast, by the way, you should send me your phone number so next time you're almost late for a podcast, we can phone you.
Yes, same.
that won't help.
I would have thought 3G would have your phone number already.
Me too.
since y'all
I was
hung out
expecting
before.
3G did.
Yeah.
My
You're good,
full
but no,
ass
he doesn't.
name. Oh dear.
He doesn't want to do that.
There was I'm assuming there was a
I
lot
have
of
him on
information.
Facebook though.
See,
I guess
I
it's
had
like-
him on
like-
Facebook
I
at one
guess I
point,
could,
but then he
like,
removed me.
Oh, I deleted Facebook.
That's what it was.
That's not
I
very nice.
deactivated my account. Fuck that.
I deactivated
Yeah,
mine a
dude.
while back.
Wait,
I've
I don't know. I think
very happy about it, honestly. Facebook is a it's not a good site.
I messaged your
Oh, wait a
sister
minute.
once on Facebook, Beast.
I know.
You're fucking weird.
He was being a
Facebook is-
twat or something, and I said hi to his mom, and he wouldn't tell his mom I said hi. So I went and found his sister on Facebook and told her to tell his mom I said hi.
Fucking weird.
Wait
And I
a minute,
don't think
wait,
she
Jack, wait, is your
realized
number
it was
actually
me.
still the same?
What?
Beast, is your
What?
number still the same?
Is your phone number still the same?
Probably.
Cause,
Since
yeah,
you were
I thought so
visiting-
because I do actually have his number.
I've known 3G for a long before we had central communication. Phone numbers are how we talk to each other.
Yeah, if it's still the
Easier
same.
to text on a phone than a Xbox.
Let me run this.
Wait,
by
3G
you.
is from your Xbox days?
Yeah, the good old 360 days,
Jaffy's
man.
not creepy.
Remember those old? Do you freaking
Modern
Connect 4 in your
Warfare 2.
Minecraft server? That was the awesomest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
That was a
The
long time
redstone.
ago.
Yes.
Oh, Ira. Poor girl never trusts anybody. I
No, I
know her full
understand that.
name, and she still doesn't
Yeah.
even trust me.
There's
Check,
a lot
check. Is that correct?
of
I'm
You-
doing the podcast. I'm
number.
not doing this right now.
Okay.
Peace. If
Yeah.
you go on the internet and you type in Jaffe, the name Jaffe is connected to nothing with me in real life. The only way you know who I am is if I tell you.
Wow, you are so edgy.
So, like, you guys obviously know who I am, but there are a lot of people in the Minerva Discord, for example. I do not want them knowing who I am.
There's an urban dictionary for Jaffe.
Is there really?
What does it
Sure.
mean?
It is a name derived from the ancient Palestinian port city of Jaffa, located seaward of the Tel Aviv, largest city in Israel. Jaffa, translated in Greek, is also referenced in this ancient city, as well as a geographical military stronghold. Jaffe and Jaffa were used to describe a person with a fearless, rhythmic, yet warrior-like demeanor. One who naturally transcends the boundary between fluidness and rigidness, although dominated by politics of the region since biblical times. The city of Jaffa signifies strength, perseverance, and the reverence of the these fucking words, man, and the reverence of the origins of civilizations in both East and West. I wish I was named Jaffe.
None of that matches Jaffy.
You are
Well, the
welcome.
domination part matches.
Badass name.
I mean,
I gotta go.
Okay.
Fine, then go.
Bye, podcast.
yeah,
Bye.
free.
Wow.
So Ira says, "I'm never going to trust anyone fully." I think that's why Ira and I get along,
my
is
head is
because
bigger.
I don't expect her to trust me. It doesn't matter how trustworthy I am.
You're,
Really much
Mine has an interesting
trust it.
meaning.
your name?
Mm-hmm. I've Urban Dictionary my name. Yes.
You have an Urban Dictionary in a name?
Everyone does.
What?
Google your name and then put Urban Dictionary. It kind of like a description of who your personality is. It's
Oh yeah.
quite similar. Yeah.
Okay, no, that is 3G in the blue shirt.
Oh,
Yes.
that's me.
What?
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 Gano, you asked who that was in the bottom left, which was, when he asked that, 3G at the time.
Natalie's all
Wow.
upset about me not saying hi to
I'm
her.
top left.
Now you're top left, yes.
Yes.
As usual.
Wolf Dog, we are not playing anything.
Yeah, we're just hanging out. What? So I have a footrest on this chair, and it is life-changing.
See, the Urban Dictionary their name, and it said it was true.
Look at this. Oh yeah. I can just do the whole podcast like this. Fully reclined. Not even fully reclined though. Sig, what is topic number 5?
Topic number 5. Let me see.
I love going through the list out of order.
I have to scroll way up.
Better
I don't
guess
have
this
them
wrong.
numbered either, so if you ask me like 100, I wouldn't fucking find it anytime soon.
Where do
Don't
you
worry,
have
we
these
got
listed
time.
then?
2.
Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? Cause like,
Oh. Benz, no.
oh,
no.
actually, I got one better.
Where's he? He just goes to his bed.
So what's
Oh,
up?
there you go. It's flat.
So y'all are all making a lot of effort to get into that position. I'm already on the couch. I don't give a shit.
That's the thing,
No.
Rock Hog. I don't think straws do totally work because of vacuums. Partially. So, like, you can move the shape of your mouth to create somewhat of a vacuum that makes the straw function. But, like, that's not the whole story. It's very, I don't know. A Latin
Ira.
expression for nude.
Ira, you shouldn't say that to people in in the chat during a stream, fucking all the edgelords will get all fucking bent out of shape.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
yours really
Where's my
frying
invite
wires
era?
here.
Fuck. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Topic number 5 was what takes a lot of time but is totally worth it.
Oh, that's so boring.
Yeah.
Don't fit pins.
What is something you spent a ton of time on in life but was totally not worth it?
Totally not
Ooh.
worth it.
Yeah.
ooh.
What was like an absolute just waste of your time when you got to the end of it?
Prison.
Wow, that's true. That's
I mean, I had already learned the lesson before I did any time. So
I think there's an interesting angle where like you were going for something, but it just didn't pan out. I guess you could say that
Ew.
for like spending a ton of time on any video game that you thought you'd play for a long time, but then just like didn't. Like I once God, I can't even remember the game. There was some game that my friends and I were getting really, really into, and I just went way too hard and played it way too much, and then nobody wanted to play anymore. And so
I know
had-
what it is.
What is it?
Fortnite.
Oh boy. But then I just had all this time in a game and it just didn't go anywhere.
3G, what the hell are you doing?
It looked like he was beating something.
Lazy man dance.
There's the thing he put a lot of time into that wasn't worth it.
That's
Right there.
true. Learning the floss dance was for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to do it yet.
What's topic number
Or-
4 then?
Believe it or not, that's what are some of your favorite games to play?
Oh.
Fortnite. We love Fortnite. We love Fortnite.
Wow.
Oh god.
Here, what food do you love that a lot of people might find a little odd?
That's a good one.
Hmm,
3G.
Oh. Yes.
Wait, what's
What
your answer?
food do you love that
I don't know. Like, I'm picky kind of when it comes to food, but then again, not really. Like, really anything common. I don't know.
I
I
like
don't know.
I like ham and pineapple on pizza, and people try and give me. A
I was
hard
gonna
time
say I'm
about it.
about
I
to
don't give a
delete
shit.
Natalie off the internet for saying that, and then you go ahead and
What? I've said that every time the topic comes up, and y'all are always like, go, and I don't care.
I don't have that any I don't know. I don't have that many unique tastes. I'm extremely boring of an eater.
Now, one of those things that really bothers me that people eat is like scrambled eggs with ketchup on it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Ugh.
Bacon, egg, and cheese with salt, pepper, ketchup is crack. But y'all ever
Anyone who
tried
likes
tripe?
mac and cheese with ketchup.
Never even heard of tripe.
Tripe is horrid.
Really? You think so?
Yes.
It's like fucking cow intestines or some shit like that. It's really good.
It
Hmm.
think bologna, but not cut up well.
So the first time I tried it, my dad told me it was like octopus or something. And I was like, damn, this is really good. And then I found out what it was, and I was a little bit disgusted. But it surprisingly is really good.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm very fond of grits. I'm Southern, so that's just a thing. But Northerners don't know how to eat grits, and they want to add sugar to it for some reason, and that bothers the shit out of me.
I don't even know what a
Can't-
grit is.
It's basically more
It's
running
cornmeal.
down to oatmeal in a sense.
No, it's not. Oatmeal is made with oats. Grits is made with
Yes.
corn.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't taste anything like corn, though.
No.
Yeah, I don't even think I know what grits are.
You've seen Madden's Family Reunion or that movie, whatever it was, where like you cook up the grits there in the pan, throw it on the guy, and whack him in the face.
I guess my mom's giving me shit for this. I eat chocolate with basically every meal.
Yeah, I noticed
what's wrong
that.
with
You'll be
that?
eating pizza and you'll start eating fucking Oreos, or you'll start
wrong with
eating
that?
cookies. The shit is weird as hell.
That's like dinner and dessert.
I have a candy bar or chips or something extra with every single meal. Like I don't even think I'm doing
Yeah.
it, but I'm eating now. I'll have this. Oh, I'll have this little packet of fruit snacks. Why not?
Yeah, Skulls grits are nothing like oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie's allergic to dairy? I didn't know she had allergies. Cucumbers are not just a stick of water.
Hero, what the hell is this photo you just sent me?
What do we got here? Describe it.
It's
Picture
some
me and her.
Lithuanian food. It looks like a stew of some sort, but it's purple, and it's got a hard-boiled egg cut in half sitting on top.
Purple food?
Purple.
That exists?
Yeah, like a fuchsia color.
Well, I guess aren't radishes like purple, or
Mhm.
or is that red?
It's
Grits are
beets.
not like cream of wheat because cream of wheat is made with wheat.
Weird.
Well,
Send me the actual name, Ira. Like, I don't care if you
Beetroot
write
soup.
it.
oh, beets. Aren't beets fucking?
I've had beet
purple?
soup. I've
It
actually
is
made
beetroot soup.
it. It
No
came out
shit.
pretty good, actually.
Beets are kind of purple.
Yeah. Well, they're
Skull said food is the best thing about life. Changed my mind. I mean, well, technically
Yeah.
speaking, food is life.
Oh,
Because-
shit.
So is me.
Without it, we would die in like 3 weeks or something. No
without what?
food.
It depends.
Was it 2? I thought it was 2 weeks.
Wow.
The rule of threes is 3 days without shelter, or 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food.
3
Oh,
minutes
oof.
without air.
About, yeah, thereabouts.
Well, they're all thereabouts. I mean,
But
Wow.
yeah.
I guess food technically is life. Is there anything we eat that's
If-
not once alive?
Well, if you did it properly, and a guy did this like test thing where he made all these like smoothie type things, which I guess you could consider a form of food, but that's all he lived on for like 3 months or 6 months or some shit like that for his
Yeah,
like
it's
experiment.
cracking.
And they all had like all the proper nutrients or whatever that his body needed or whatever. And
Hmm.
he very, very carefully like kept track of all of his caloric intake and all that stuff through it and stuff like that to be able to make sure he didn't die. But he said it was boring as shit.
Well,
Oh,
Is it peanut butter not alive? Like
Peanut butter?
big boot.
he said, what do we eat that wasn't alive at one point? Like peanuts aren't alive.
Yeah, they
peanuts
are.
grow.
Peanuts grow.
Yeah,
they
but
grow.
like they're not alive. I don't know.
That really
Yeah,
is a
that's
purple
weird.
stew. I would
That's
not eat
fine.
that.
Interesting.
Oh,
That
boy.
looks like you'd be shitting rainbows.
Unicorn poop.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
Rocks aren't alive. You don't eat rocks.
We do eat salt, which is a mineral.
Fair
Oh
enough.
God, here we go.
But I would argue that salt isn't really a food. It's more
Correct.
of a, what do you call that? A seasoning?
It's not even a seasoning, really.
It's just an added flavor.
Flavor enhancer.
And yet it's interesting that salt, fat, and sugar are like the 3 things that make human brains go wild. Like we crave it.
True.
And I heard that somewhere that like those 3 things are just like the guilty pleasures of every human. Like just salt, fat, and sugar. It makes us go nuts. That's why candy has
Doritos are
basically
never
all of it.
alive.
What?
Doritos are never alive.
They are made from corn.
Oh my God, y'all got me fucked up right now. I swear to God.
Try to find one thing we eat that wasn't living at some point. I mean, yeah, it's interesting. Nuts are not alive. LOL. They grow from plants, Ira. There's a
I think she's laughing about the fact that Ben said nuts weren't alive.
Natalie doesn't seem to think that rice came from a plant. I feel like we need a decent bit of education here as to where some of that food comes from. Natalie, rice? You know where rice comes from?
Rice and field, motherfucker.
What's the plant called? Google it. I don't know.
The plant is called rice. They have whole rice fields over in Asia.
What about crackers? Crackers aren't alive.
Bread, wheat, plants.
Crackers are made from
Yeah.
flour, which is made from wheat.
He looks so defeated.
Crackers.
It was a good attempt. I actually thought of crackers too at some point. I was like, oh shit, wheat. Yeah, it's tough. I mean,
Yeah,
So
about
when you
the
say
only
that
thing,
food is
about
life-
the only thing that we consume that is not or was not a living thing at some point are
Disinfection.
chemically made products.
I
that
was
are
thinking that too.
additives.
Same thing.
Even like gummy bears and shit are made from sugars, which
eggs.
is from plants. You know,
Yeah, but that shit's not alive. Like,
a
it
plant
doesn't
is
breathe.
alive, dude.
Cheese is
Cheese,
alive.
says Natalie.
Because from
Cheese.
cows-
How do you think plants
because
grow?
from cows
Where do you
from
think
milk.
cheese comes from, Natalie?
That's how whoever your higher power is, he made that shit grow like
Oh,
that.
okay. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Like, see, I'm breathing right
It's-
now.
Actually,
Plants exist solely through divine intervention, huh?
actually, Ira,
That's what we're going with.
oxygen is used as an incendiary that actually burns the food that you eat. What actually
Huh?
fuels your body.
So you flamethrower your food, basically?
Not quite, but that's
Now
yeah.
we do consume water, which was not alive,
True. But I'd argue that's really not
But
food
that's
anymore though.
not a food.
It's not sustenance. I've always thought of water as like literally the human body's oil. Like it just keeps everything moving.
What about those
to-
water pouches that come in the little fucking, like, clear things? You eat those. You eat them. I don't care. You have to pop them. You have to chew it.
What?
So there's like little water things. They come in like a circle, and I don't know exactly how to explain it. It's like a gel around it. You have to chew it.
Water is
I don't
2 billion years of fish piss. Oh
Ju-
my god, I can't.
I'll never drink water again. God damn it. I swear.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of that. Look at this dude. He doesn't even have arms on his chair.
Oh no, I took them off. They're in my fucking drawer.
Your draw?
Yeah.
Damn. See, that was an interesting thing though, because I watched a video on a guy that was disproving those people who I don't even know what they call themselves, but they don't eat ever. That's their idea.
Wait.
And
How you live?
They don't. They
Are you talking about the Tibetan monks?
no, internet idiots.
Oh.
But
Honey comes from the pollen from flowers, which is then pollinated by bees.
I hate this conversation because everything is fucking alive apparently.
Oh, do
Right?
you really want to know what honey is though?
no.
And flowers are alive.
Ooh, isn't it?
therefore,
Isn't it like when bees
sows the
fuck or
pollen that
something?
then
No, it's
stimulates
bee-
the
it's
bees
bee
to be
vomit.
alive.
That's fine. That shit is good as fuck.
Weed is a herb which also grows in the ground, so alive.
Yeah, that shit is very much alive. I don't want to hear it.
What is?
That plant lives.
Weed.
Now those water pod things you were talking about, Benz.
Ooh yeah.
I think I know what
Those,
you're talking about. I've
those,
seen,
those
a
are
thing
water
for-
surrounded by gelatin.
You gotta chew it to
Yeah.
open it.
Do you know what gelatin is?
Oh dear.
Alive.
It is made from parts of animals.
Damn.
I give
which
up.
is- Damn, what happened?
I can't win.
And edible
The
water
sugar.
bottles are made from some sort of algae or whatever. Algae is a living thing. It is a
Pudding.
plant that just grows underwater.
Natalie's saying pudding. Where do we get pudding?
A quick
It's
Google
like-
search will tell us.
All right, Sig, hop on the
this is
internet.
This is something Sig doesn't know.
He makes actual food, not pudding. Somebody did
What's
mention
that?
waffles, though. I'm pretty sure that's
That was
Wheat.
Natalie.
bread, too.
Yeah, it's bread.
What is that rice pudding called?
Rice pudding.
Rice pudding.
I don't know. Vinegar. Ah! Yuck. That's gonna...
I used to drink that shit straight. I ain't
No.
even gonna hold. I swear to
No.
God.
How?
Not like
That's gross.
I don't know.
couldn't even...
I used to love the way it tasted.
Oh.
Dessert
Like-
puddings are starch or dairy based words.
So it was alive. That's what
Yes.
it comes down to.
Yes,
pudding?
and what causes them to set into a gelatin-like state is usually cornstarch, gelatin, or a similar collagen, which is where you get into the animal product.
Well, my mom used to, like, clean or cook with... I don't think you clean with vinegar, but whenever she'd cook with vinegar in the kitchen, that's the kind of shit that would wake me up. I'd smell that and just go, whew. Look, you put that in your
Yeah.
mouth?
Mom likes to soak her cucumbers in vinegar.
As an ingredient, when it's all said and done, I don't care too much about it, but yuck.
Jelly
That's
is made from
grapes.
fruits.
Oh, strawberries too.
We can't win this.
Blackberries.
People.
Well, I think it's the basic concept that like all living things collect nutrients to survive. Like plants, for example, they eat plenty of stuff that was not alive. I mean, it's just soil and minerals and.
What? Jelly isn't from beans.
They leach nutrients from the soil, which
beans. What?
tends to be made of dead
We
things,
grow
Okay,
beans.
Sig. All right.
including other plants.
Right, and so that when we eat the plants,
There's
like
some
everything we eat just has to have been alive at some point. It's like it's collecting the nutrients for us.
Don't they make like fake food? Like,
Soy.
Mm-hmm.
was that alive?
What
I'm gonna
fake
go- I'm
food
gonna
are
guess
you
yes.
referring to?
Beans grow. Yes, they do. Mm-hmm.
Are you
But there's
talking
a lot
about
of
like
bean fields
tofu?
where I live. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Isn't that
kefir.
like plants?
We have a lot of
Tofu,
farms where I
tofu,
live. I've seen a lot of
tofu is
bean
made with a
fields.
type
They
of
grow in the ground. Well, above ground actually.
I give up on this conversation, honestly. There's nothing. So yeah, here we go. Soybeans.
Yeah, soybeans.
I don't even know what soy is.
Beats
It's
me.
a type of bean.
It's basically, again, I don't know if it was in your schools, but like the stuff you put in your hamburgers in your elementary or high school, where it's not 100% beef.
I'm pissed I ate that shit.
Oh yeah?
Yes, my high school and elementary did it.
And Gano said Play-Doh. Ugh.
The little clear things in tapioca pudding, those are those are part of the root of the cassava plant that has been treated and formed into a pearl.
You are too fucking knowledgeable.
Nope, I just know how to
On
use Google.
Oh god. Wow. What a
Quinoa is
topic.
plant.
Yes.
We can eat paper. Yes, paper is made from trees. Guess what trees do? They
Live.
live.
And now there are a lot of things you can eat that won't kill you, but I mean that doesn't count as food.
Yeah.
I come
Yes.
in here with energy.
Quinoa is a seed. The cover is correct.
You never thought people to get. All right, Benz. All right. You know, actually,
Enough of this shit.
a lot of the guys I play Pokemon with finally started using a voice channel instead of texting and driving, and it was kind of interesting to see someone in a different car like talking. I could see him talking, but then like the Discord
And
delay would come
hearing
in.
them, hearing them a little bit later. Yeah.
I never was able to measure the Discord delay before. It's
Say
kind of weird.
things.
Now we were on cell data, so I mean it's not perfect, but like I think where it's our delay right here on the internet is much faster. But it's interesting to me.
Petroleum. Yes, petroleum was living actually.
Get good, Benz. Never mind, Beast. Benz
How
is
you spell
flirting with you.
toxicity?
Toxicity.
Yeah.
Ben's is flirting.
TOX.
Yeah.
I see.
Ah.
I was gonna
Thank
say you
you.
should look up a dictionary and it'd just be a picture of Benz.
Mustard is a plant, Natalie.
Ugh. So are marshmallows, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Mustard seed.
Marshmallows are a lot more natural than you'd think. Like I think it's an actual plant that.
Like, no, marshmallow is just like gelatin and sugar.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a
Ketchup,
thing. There's a
tomatoes.
marshmallow plant I read about.
No, you didn't.
All right, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna sit up now. Here we go. All right. Marsh.
Cat.
It's ALLO. W.
There's a marshmallow root.
Marshmallow?
There's a marshmallow root. There's a marshmallow
really?
plant. Yeah.
Huh. Who knew?
I have no idea if it has anything to do with marshmallow.
Marshmallow is a type of confectionery which is typically made from sugar, water, and gelatin.
Literally a plant. I will hit you with the link in chat right now. Yeah. Althea is a genus of 6 to 12 species of perennial herbs, because that means something to me. Native to Europe, North Africa, and Western Asia. Includes that. It's also known as the marshmallow plant, whence the fluffy confection got its name. They are found on the banks of rivers and in salt marshes. So, whether or not that is where the marshmallow treat comes from, I don't really know, honestly. But, there is a marshmallow plant.
Marshmallows come from the
Weird.
sweet sap of the mallow plant that grows in salty marshes near large bodies of water and grow 2 to 4 feet high.
Knowledge.
Sap, which is a sugary substance.
That doesn't mean it's not from a plant.
Okay, a lot of shit is plant-based. We've already gone through that.
We might have covered our bases there. Oh god. What does oxygen taste like? Take a breath.
Depends on whether or not you farted any time recently.
Oh, you nasty.
Jesus Christ.
The pure water tastes like nothing.
Not true.
It
Well, pure
doesn't
maybe.
have a flavor.
Not to us. I've read that different animals can actually taste water differently.
Well, how many of them have ever tasted actual pure water, though? Because, I mean, every form of water found on the planet, like even from a natural spring, has some kind of stuff in the water.
Ultra pure water.
Leached in from the rocks around it and stuff like that. You have to go through a lot of effort to get pure water.
Yeah, that'll kill you if you drink. Ultra pure water, they use that shit to clean electronics because it
back and
strips
forth.
the minerals off of it.
Michael here.
Is my red the same as
How-
yours? Can't know. Although, there is something to be said that every single human, most, humans who are not colorblind and can see colors normally have the same, what do they call them? Not diodes,
Cones-
are they?
Cones and rods.
Yeah, so like, I mean, if we're all born with the same cones in our eyes, it's pretty likely that, yeah, your red is my red. I mean, we
Yeah.
can't prove it, but yeah, probably. Like, what I see as red and green is probably exactly what you see.
Oh no.
Okay, so take this for an example real quick, though. The three of you right now, if you look at my profile picture on the screen, you all see a green surrounding Krieger
Sure.
there.
Yep.
Okay.
You all know that color as green.
Right.
What if you had a child and you raised that child telling that child that color was red and that what you see as red is green? Like, you just swap that for them their entire life. That's all they would know. Is
Okay.
that's red. So that would really fuck somebody up if once they got out into the world.
We'd have to redefine. That's just a
Yeah, can you-
language issue, though.
Yeah, but can you imagine the difficulty of coming to grips with that after having been taught that your whole life?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Just something as simple as a color, the opposite, But like,
Right.
you think about all the things that are taught bad, or all the things that are parents teach to their kids that is just wrong.
the time element is man-made. That's interesting to me because
Yes.
Einstein pretty much proved, through theory at least, and we've not been able to disprove, that time is actually weirdly relative. So,
Well, what not to do with depends on how fast you're going.
or gravity can really affect time. So that's where scientists, like, if you whip around a black hole at a certain trajectory, you can experience time significantly faster.
Well, that's come up in science fiction a lot of times throughout the years, where the act of space travel at light speed or whatever causes you to age at a different rate than people who are staying on Earth.
Buddy.
Slower. Akova got mixed up because I know that, like, you whip around a black hole, you'll come back to the Earth into the future. So you experience time, yes, slower in that sense.
Time in its word as defined as man-made. Well, all words are man-made.
Aha. So is math. Like, we invented math, yet it's a universal construct in a way. Like, we invented math on our own, but it's everywhere and it applies to everything. Like,
Yeah, but
we might have discovered it on our own, we might have invented it, but we didn't create it, if you will. I don't know.
Do you think animals experience math in any way? Like, they look at a group of things and go, "Okay, there's a few of them over there," and then they
I
add
bet
one
some
more and
animals
go, "Oh, there's
do.
more than it." You know?
I would have to think that some do at an extremely basic level.
Hmm.
Like, if you look at a crowd of whatever, something that's trying to kill you, you know that that's more than one or two. It might not be numbers, but
While I agree, look at the humble Chihuahua. They
Who
don't
the
seem
fuck is
they
that?
don't seem to understand when they're not going to win that fight.
not pretty sure. Not sure that Chihuahuas are our example here. I know that like elephants are capable of actually
Gravity and
making
pain.
art, and like they can actually understand that shit.
Gravity and-
Dolphins are much more intelligent than people seem to think.
No, they are,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Don't they train some dolphins to do like marine shit or something along those lines?
Dolphins have been trained for many different things over the years.
Like it's like a dog. Motherfucker's smart.
Yeah, to a degree.
Hmm.
I don't know.
What if
There is the
language is a
gravity.
barrier? It kind of is. Different regions think very differently based on their language.
True. I mean, just between English and Spanish, their sentence structures are built differently.
And that
Which
ties
would
in
mean-
directly with how they process data.
Yeah, which would mean that when they ask a question, it's asked, in their brain differently than it is in English.
Why can't we connect our way? Oh boy. Yeah, I think differently. Yeah, you do, Ira. You have a whole other
yeah.
language in your brain.
No one will ever debate that with you.
I consider it to be, unfortunately, a sort of a necessary evil, though, because we can't just. I mean, your brain might be restricted with language, but you'll get a whole lot further with that language than not.
Do you think
I
we'll
like
ever travel
English.
back in time? I like to entertain the concept that if we did travel back in time, even a day, to travel back in time a full day, you would no longer be on the planet when you arrived back in time.
How do you figure?
Well,
Brain is fucked.
If you fix a point in space, the Earth travels through that point in space as it does its rotation around the sun, right? And if you go back a day, you'd no longer be on the planet because the planet would be in a different place.
Fuck you, Sig.
Isn't that a great concept? Like,
It's a
can you imagine how
Stupid
fucked up-
technicality.
Okay, yeah, but seriously, I mean, just the rotation of the planet. Even if you went back a few minutes, you'd end up across the country.
How fast is the planet moving, Akova? I see. I just know that that's something he would know, like off the top of his head.
See, Akova's right. You'd have to go back by the year, not by the day. But there's also the difference in the rotation of the Earth on that day a year ago. You'd still end up on the other side of the planet possibly from where you started.
The fact that the planet's moving fast. So, well,
Mhm.
isn't it like 70,000 kilometers a second or something? It's fast. I don't remember how fast though.
I don't remember.
It's moving though. Time is death, lol. Oh, Ira. Such a blooming flower of sunshine over there. No, you still end up in
See,
space because of the sun's
the
moving around
surface-
the galaxy center.
Okay, if the Earth was stuck in one spot but still rotating on its axis at the speed it does, it's 460 meters per second, roughly 1,000 miles an hour.
Interesting.
So if you went back in time 1 hour, you'd be 1,000 miles away from where you started.
So what you're saying is we need to account for distance as well.
Yes, and it's also moving at nearly 30 kilometers per second, or 67,000 miles an hour, and in an orbit around the sun.
That's interesting though. I don't know. Everything I've learned about theoretical time travel is that in all genuine methods of potential time travel, you'll never be able to travel back further than the creation of the displacement.
Big Bang.
No, where you started. So like if you
Oh, yeah.
if you create a wormhole, that's the common theory for how you could actually skip a lot of time.
Yeah, folding space.
There will be a time difference if you do it right, but you'll never be able to go back further than the reality of the youngest wormhole. So you might have one wormhole that's 12 years offset from the other, but you're never going to go back any further than that 12-year difference. So if I jump ahead to 2032, for example, 12 years, we're still going to be going over here. they'll just be 12 years ahead. Kind of weird.
Did I ever tell you about that story that I read? The guy traveled through time and he ended up in a time prison.
Oh yeah,
Quote,
that was the
unquote.
fucking meme chat.
The government had set up a time prison or whatever. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just like, and the place filled up in about 12 seconds with all kinds of iterations of the same dude trying to save himself.
Oh, that's just so funny. 'Cause that's how time travel, like, it'd be, you know, everything would happen instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Time goes so fast in space. Are you sure, Yura? Reversible wormholes can be used for time travel. Correct, but where I think we're a ways off for actually creating that. Kind of tricky though, because you know wormholes are extraordinarily unstable and require an extraordinary amount of energy to be created.
Yeah, and that's all theoretical.
All theoretical. I think it's kind of fun that there might be a civilization just like ours, like a far cry from doing any of this shit, but well aware of its possibilities already.
Now that's the multiverse.
Is it though?
No, I'm just saying that works through the theory of the multiverse as well.
Hmm.
If you were to say, you know, there's another version of us that has already advanced beyond where we are now,
Enjoy your sleep,
Or is
Yura. Best of luck
or that
talking to the
has
right people to get your
advanced.
phone back.
or has advanced differently anyway.
I don't know.
I mean, look at Fallout. The Fallout universe is built on the concept that instead of the atomic bomb happening or whatever, the atomic age happened, where cars became used. You know, instead of using fossil fuels and everything, they all used small atomic reactors and stuff. But it all looks like it's from like the 50s, because that's where it diverged from normal history as we know it.
This makes me want to watch Fringe again.
Fringe is really good.
They tackled the multiverse pretty well.
Walternet.
Walternet. And
That's one of my
Walter Laddie.
That was one of my favorite things about that show, is that instead of just calling him the other Walter, they were like, yeah, he's the Walternet.
That's such a good show. I don't like fourth dimension theories because
Yeah.
I learned enough about it to realize that it's either total nonsense or overarching, just useless to think about. Because I don't think we'll ever be able to do anything with any kind of fourth dimensional situation. A lot of people think the fourth dimension is time, which I fucking hate. It drives me nuts. Because time isn't a spatial dimension, it's a temporal one, and it's not the same thing. What's your
Facts,
seventh
I was
topic?
thinking the same thing.
Seventh topic. Let us see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's the most clever or funniest use of advertising you've seen? Well, that actually relates to the chat we were having in
Can you repeat that?
the most clever or funniest use of advertising you've ever seen. I did just post a link to a Starburst commercial, which was the Scotch
This is
Korean.
the Hardee's.
Someone slapped their sticker on a lube bottle on a porn set once.
Fish what?
Nothing?
I think the Starbucks cup in Game of Thrones was pretty clever.
Oh no.
You know that shit was intentional.
It was not.
It had to be.
I actually watched a interview with the Khaleesi chick, and she was like laughing about it. How it was not intentional. It was an absolute mistake. Everybody was crazy at work. I felt silly because I watched through that whole show and never actually saw the cup. I didn't even think about it.
I don't recall seeing the cup when I watched the show, just watching the show, but I did go back and look at the episodes and found it.
Mm-hmm.
You went back and looked at the show.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's a little amazing how they do such a good job over there that missing one cup is all everybody cares about.
Mm.
Like, everything is so pristine and so perfect that they miss one cup and the internet just lights a flame.
Yeah. The really shitty part about that is somebody lost their job over that.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. No. That's
I
where she
worked
was.
on-
She
I-
asked that. She was asked that too, and was like, "No, no, no."
I worked on television for a while, and the guy who does set dressing and all that stuff, the guy who's supposed to make sure that shit doesn't happen, he would have gotten fucking reamed over that.
You know what? You know what I'd say though is that happens. That was season 8, right?
I think so.
Because they were rushing everything to a close anyway. So if anybody got fired, I doubt it mattered much. Like,
Yeah.
their job was going anyway. Like, that's why they missed the cup even. Like, everybody was so overworked pushing those last 6 episodes out. They just missed one cup. I mean, the way she blows, I guess.
Does she blow good?
I watched a video on script supervisors and how important they are with continuity and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
I've noticed that in some shows, where they cut away from a character or switch angles and his hands are in a different position.
Or like the pool balls on the table are in a different spot.
Oh man. I've watched shows where like he was holding like a trophy or something in his hand, but between the 2 takes he was holding it in different spots on the trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me out of the show. I was like, once I noticed that, I was like, ugh. Ugh.
This
There's
show sucks.
There's a scene on Dexter where his sister Deb is talking to another character, but she's wearing these big reflective glasses so you can see the camera guy fully. I mean, it's not even hidden. You can totally see him.
Yep.
And it was like, just... That was a tough one to get past. I was like, seriously? How do you miss this?
Yeah.
Right in her glasses. I mean, you could see the whole setup and everything. If you paid enough attention, you could probably tell the model of camera. Like, wow, that's a huge oversight. Because when you're watching a show like Dexter, the last thing you need to be thinking about is the fact that you're watching a cameraman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen it in television shows where you can see the PAs and all that stuff in the reflection of like a cabinet in the background and stuff like that. It's
Now-
always fun for me to watch like people in a diner eating or whatever while they're having their conversation on the show, and you can see that the people, the extras in the background that all have food in front of them or whatever. And you if you watch, none of them ever actually eat the food.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of push it around and pretend to talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, you take one bite, and they have to do another take. They have to fix your
Yeah.
plate now.
Yeah.
They have to...
Or they just hope that it goes unnoticed.
Yeah, or they, if it's a cake, you just turn it around so you can't see, or... Oh. That continuity is important, though, because once you break that, it takes you out of a show.
I remember working on Army Wives as an extra, and they had us reset to reshoot the same scene like 15 fucking times. And they did it from different points throughout the conversation in the scene. So they had like 9 people controlling the like 6 extras that were there, going, all right, no, wait, when they said this, you were standing here last time, or you had walked to this point that time, and had us all moving to different places to start again
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. And that was, I was impressed by how much they actually paid attention.
Huh. I guess you kind of have to.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Because
I mean, if during the same conversation, the same sentence the actor is saying, they cut to a different angle, but they can still see you, and you're holding a box versus not holding a box, or something like that, that can completely wreck the shot.
Mm-hmm. Because in the moment, you might just be, whatever, doing whatever you do, being an extra, doing your thing, meandering about.
Yeah.
But if you have to retake that, it's important. It's super important. When a drama show breaks the fourth wall, I got goosebumps. That could be very powerful.
Oh, what was that movie? Funny Games.
Oh, God.
They had that scene in that movie where the guy just stopped and started talking directly to the audience, and everything
Mhm.
around him just kind of froze. That was really weird.
What did he say at that point?
I don't remember, but it was
Oh.
a little monologue.
Something about, oh, you think I'm going to kill her now, or whatever.
Yeah, something to that effect.
oh, but you like this, or whatever the fuck. Or, yeah, I don't know. Or even, that movie, okay, so to those who don't know, these two dudes basically kidnap an entire family, trap them in their homes, and torture them. And
Fuck.
there's a point where the kid, like, takes out a shotgun and kills one of the guys, like, just blows him against the wall. He's like, damn it, you weren't supposed to do that. God! So then he goes over to the couch, grabs a fucking remote, and just rewinds the scene. And takes the gun from the kid. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? And this is not a show that did any of that. The whole movie. Up until this one point where...
Only like a few little points where they did something even remotely like that. It was so weird.
It just rewinds the movie. Like... what the fuck? Because you're rooting for this kid. Like, finally, he kills him. Oh my god, we're going to get out of this situation. And then suddenly you're right back into it. Funny Games is not a comedy, by the way.
No. It is a complete thriller.
That was a totally uncomfortable experience.
Yeah, well, Deadpool, to address what's being said in chat there, Deadpool was a great movie, and that was, you go into that movie knowing that Deadpool addresses the audience throughout all of his comics and everything, so he's self-aware of the fact that he is a movie star or a comic book character.
Yeah, he plays into that very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was hilarious on Funny Games. Where not even hilarious. That was a very fucked up show. Jesus Christ. Movie.
Ben's
What?
favorite superhero? Go. Or villain.
I'd be honest with you. I was never into that kind of shit.
Play psych
Yeah.
right now.
But you know of a bunch of them at least.
I mean, what do you want me to say? Like Spider-Man?
I mean, if you want to say Spider-Man, I want you to say what you think is the one you enjoy.
Well, see, here's the thing. Spider-Man is cool because that motherfucker's got that thing that comes out of his wrist and he starts
Mhm.
flying around.
Right.
Other than that, I don't really know much else.
I
Like I
always
said,
laughed.
I really.
I always laughed
I-
at the concept of Spider-Man being out in the middle of like Iowa somewhere, like where there's no tall buildings. Like, what's he gonna do?
And nobody to save because it's a quiet town.
Yeah.
He's beat.
What about you, 3G?
Oh. So the Flash is pretty cool. You
The
can go really
Flash?
fast. Yeah, you can go really fast.
Yeah, I always liked the way that he protected his identity if he didn't have his mask, was just by vibrating himself so much that you can't see his face.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, high speed vibrations, basically making his face a blur.
I tried watching the Flash show on Netflix and didn't get very far.
What about you, Beast? Favorite superhero or villain or whatever?
Oh god, I don't have one. I just enjoy it. I just like watching the movies. I don't care. Sometimes if I think the superhero does something stupid enough, I root for the villain.
All right, well, I hassled Ben, so
I've been
keep
doing that a lot in shows where what was I just watching? Oh my god.
don't care. Answer the
It
question.
might have been Hannibal, where somebody made enough stupid decisions where I was like, you know what? I'm not even
Just
rooting for him anymore. I hope
Just
the
let
villain
that fucker
wins.
die.
Just let him die. Just kill him. Oh, it was the End of the World movie. Oh my god. What do they call that? With all the celebrities in it. I can't remember the name of it. But This Is the End. I think that's what the movie is called.
This is the end.
Those dudes made so many stupid decisions that I was like, fuck it. I hope the devil kills you. I don't even care. And you know what? In that movie, not far off.
Is it a Netflix movie?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm not sure. But
That's a
yeah,
funny
it's just
one,
it's
though.
called,
It sounds.
it's
It sounds
called This
familiar.
Is the End.
I think I've seen like it was really dumb. Like the thumbnail of the movie like didn't take place to like the very end of it.
Yeah. Which girl was it that Michael Cera slapped her ass? Was it?
Rihanna.
It was Rihanna. Yeah. That was funny.
That was a great little scripted, but he slapped it way harder than he was supposed to, and she slapped
She
him
turned around and
way
got
harder than she was
dog
supposed
shit out
to.
of
That was funny. Michael Cera is one of the best. He walks into the bathroom and Michael Cera is just like getting his dick sucked. Like, hey man, you looking to join?
Fuck.
I can't tell if he was peeing or what, but he was not. He was not alone.
But yeah,
Want
as
some
far as
cars?
as far as the superhero supervillain thing goes, I've always been a huge fan of Deadpool, which is why I got into that because they brought up Deadpool in the first place. But
Is
yeah.
there 3 coming out soon?
Don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell with that franchise.
It's been enough time, so if there is another one coming, I know that he's been in quite a few movies recently, so he might have been busy, but Deadpool 3 release date, cast plot, all you need to know. Oh, that was back in November. Yuck.
Yeah, there's always a lot of supposition about whether or not it's going to happen or how it would happen and stuff like that. So it's hard to tell with that franchise.
2 days ago, huh? I like how, like, every time I look this stuff up, there's always something about it within the recent days.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh. Deadpool 3 would likely be a part of the Phase 5 movie. That's interesting. And then that'll begin February 2022. Yuck. That's... Huh. So they've confirmed it, but when or what movie it'll actually be, we don't know.
Mm-hmm. Now, my least favorite thing to happen in superhero movies was the complete and utter terrible, shitty way they handled Deadpool in the X-Men. Was it First Class or Origin? It was one of the X-Men movies where they made Deadpool into a completely different character with like laser beam eyes and swords that came out of his forearms and stuff. You remember that? And he fought Wolverine on the top of like some big
Was that a
smokestack
movie?
thing. Yeah.
Was it animation or?
No, it was a full-on live-action movie.
I don't remember this.
I don't.
Yeah, they created the quote-unquote Deadpool character before the Deadpool movie ever came out. They completely bastardized it and followed none of his backstory, none of his character stuff at all. In fact, his mouth was closed. Like, he did not have a mouth to be able to be the Merc with a mouth. Like, I was just like, wow, that is the worst thing they could have done for Deadpool. But yeah, he was just like covered in scars, no shirt on, and he had like blades that came out of his forearms, like katanas. And he fought Wolverine on the top of some like smokestack thing.
That sounds like the opposite of his actual character.
And he had lasers that came out of his eyes, like Cyclops. Yeah, it was.
I've been
fucking
meaning
ridiculous.
to rewatch the X-Men movies at some point in my life.
I like how this Quicksilver that's in the movies there. So,
You gotta move your mic closer there, 3G.
Yes, or I can just sit closer.
Careful
There you go.
words.
How about?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
there you go.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. Wild Reynolds. straight up
Yeah?
refused to do
Silver
that scene.
scenes from the X-Men.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
all running slow. It's pretty cool looking.
Eh.
Yeah, it was X-Men Origins.
Yeah.
Y'all are right.
Oh,
But yeah, that was a terrible bastardization of the character.
Look at that.
Oh, he can't hear us.
Oh, he muted him.
Okay, who's that? What happened? Is that
I think it's Papa Ben's. I wonder what's going on. I bet he's telling them about this big new thing that's going on. Benzie boy looks very interested. He looks as though he's okay with this. This is gonna happen. He's excited about it. Talking with his hands, very excited. I bet I bet he's giving him the rundown on the new job. I mean, that pointing the finger, definitely telling him what's what, whipping his boy into shape. Benz is listening like a good guy. Yeah, he's getting it.
Beast.
Getting it.
The play-by-play is silly.
Papa Benz is telling him what goes. He's giving him the rub, and he's letting him know.
Xavier, hello.
Pointing at his
What are
brain,
we
telling him
doing?
to use his brain.
Oh, we're just chatting.
Trying to figure out what Benz is going on there.
Welcome to our podcast.
hour and a half in?
Yeah.
Lots of hand gestures. I can trust what he's saying.
People talking with hand gestures does not necessarily mean that they're trustworthy.
You never know.
Not to say that Benz's dad is not trustworthy, but
Benz,
So
what
How are
were
you
we
now?
chatting about?
stuff.
Oh, guess we'll
I
never
am-
know. I was trying to
am-
guess the whole time.
Chatting about mind your own damn business.
All right. What's topic number 8? You
I
gotta
like
start
that you just
numbering
keep.
your list.
Well, it's a lot harder than you think.
Where do you have the list on?
It's just on my personal Discord.
Oh, that's right. I thought you had like a spreadsheet on Google Docs.
Now I was gonna do all that, but I just copy pasted a big long fucking thing of things and just let's see.
Free.
All right, here we go. I'm excited for this one.
Who is the most interesting person you've met and talked with?
Oh boy,
Hmm.
I'm gonna need a minute for that. Jesus. You know, I don't think I have one person, but I've met a lot of interesting people on the internet.
How could carousels be spiced up so they're more exciting?
Carrot? Oh, where they put the little animals around?
Yeah, like the horses on poles that go in a circle around the thing
Obviously, make them real animals.
with a pole through them. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would make it. That would make it
Oh.
very terrifyingly bad.
Could you imagine? They'd all be dead. That's so horrible. Oh my god.
No,
bunch
they
of-
wouldn't necessarily be dead. You know, they put a window in the side of a cow once.
What?
What?
Yeah. Some college thing. They did this whole thing where they basically installed a window in
To
the
a live
rib
living
cage of a
cow?
living cow, so you could see the processes happening. While food moved from its stomachs from one stomach to another and stuff.
How did was it still able to live? I'm pretty sure not much
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
longer.
I mean, they keep you alive during surgery, don't they?
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought
Well,
like
it's the
after,
same concept, except instead of
Okay.
closing the animal up, they just replaced that part of the animal with a piece of plexiglass or something.
They did learn a
Wow,
lot
sounds
about
pain.
cows.
I imagine they learned a lot about that cow in particular.
Well, I'm maybe not to pull through the animal. That might be a bit harsh, but I think real animals on a carousel would make it a million times better. And I'd say we
And
should make it vertical instead.
And terrifying. You don't want to make it a carousel anymore. Do you want to make it a
Merry
what is
go
it called? Not a merry-go-round.
with
Um,
the wheel of fortune.
Not a wheel of fortune.
Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
A
you
Ferris
go.
wheel with real animals.
So that every time you go up to the top of it, the animal you're on is like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
I could see it.
thinking the same thing.
Might be a bit of a safety hazard, but
yikes.
Well, it's also a safety hazard depending on what animals you put on the carousel, because some of them have lions and shit on them.
makes it all the
I was
better.
thinking a polar bear.
Yeah,
Grizzly bear.
yeah.
Black
It'd be really
bear?
hard. It would be really hard to find unicorns, though.
Which
Fucking
bear
gorilla.
is best?
Which bear is best? Ursus Major.
Which bear
False.
is
Black
best?
bears.
Who the f-
Yes, yes. I was thinking the same thing. Yes. What are you doing? What's going on?
What is going on
Animals
here?
having
Bears
holes in them.
beats Battlestar Galactica.
Bears.
You know, I tried watching The Office. I told you guys this already, but I lost my place in the show, and every season I tried to click on, the rest of the season played out in my head, and then I just kind of didn't click on anything.
It's actually one of my favorite funny bits, actually, to be honest. Here it is.
I have a shirt that says Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
That's hilarious.
I also have a shirt for the Michael Scott's Dunder. What was the order of that? I think it was the Michael Scott's Dunder Mifflin Scranton
Why is that showing the
Memorial,
thumbnail?
Scranton Meredith Memorial,
go.
Rabies Awareness Fun Run.
You just have a
Whatever.
shirt for those? You kidding?
I'm never gonna memorize that. The Michael Scott's Dunder Mifflin, Scranton Meredith Palmer Memorial, Rabies Awareness A celebrity pro-am fun run race for the cure. I think that's what it is.
That's great.
But it says that in the block right on the shirt.
Do you remember
That's
that thing
awesome.
I posted a long time ago about bears?
Maybe.
I said my favorite thing is probably the scientific name of the grizzly bear. It's Ursus arctos horribilis. Ursus meaning bear in Latin, and arctos bear in Greek. So essentially, a grizzly is a horrible bear. The Eurasian brown bear is Ursus arctos arctos. So literally, bear. The most bear a bear can be. Also, the
Dumbass
Arctic
came up
Circle.
with these names.
The Arctic Circle is named for the bears, not the other way around. It's the circle with bears in. And the Antarctic is literally the circle away from the bears.
Wow.
So
You know
poles,
too much.
the poles of our world are the bear continent and the anti-bear continent.
You know too much.
No,
So
it's
you're-
just reading. I read things, man.
You're a reader, I could tell.
Wow, and when you Google Arctic, like definition, relating to the regions around the North Pole, very cold. So we redefine the word Arctic with, is what you're saying to me?
I need sweatpants.
Yeah.
Wow, its origin
Arctos-
is Greek, Arctos, which refers to bear. Are you fucking with me? Oh my god.
Hmm.
But yeah, the Eurasian brown bear is the best bear because it's bear. The most bear.
The best bear. It's not just one
Ursus.
bear, it is 3 bears good.
Yeah, Ursus meaning bear in Latin, and arctos meaning bear in Greek. So, bear.
Wow. Thank you, Sig.
it's such a silly thing, but it's great.
I'm not sure
I
how.
just love it that the Arctic Circle is literally the bear circle.
And of
I wanna
course,
be able to
the
call this
Antarctic is, wow.
The anti-bear continent. Yeah.
I have retrieved the sweatpants.
Congratulations. You won
Thank you.
$10,000.
Really?
Yeah. Enter the bear circle.
To the bear circle.
Yeah.
Jeez. I kind of.
That doesn't mean it's the best bear. That means it's the most bear. Yeah. Well,
It's the most bear.
Semantics.
Is there a bear? Is there a beer bear?
Nah.
Eh,
I imagine Smokey the bear kicks back with one after a long day of fighting fires.
reason they call him Smokey.
Nah, he kicks back, he rolls that shit the fuck up, and he smokes it. Don't look like a crackhead right now.
Another cool fact about bears
5
is
o'clock free crack
bear.
meeting.
that their skin is white because their hair is literally clear.
Really?
Polar bears? Yeah.
That's weird.
That's an interesting one.
Believes in Bigfoot, aka Sasquatch. You mean Sam Squanch?
Sam Squitch, huh?
A sandwich?
I don't necessarily believe in Sasquatch, but I do believe that the people who claim to see Sasquatch do believe in it. Because, I mean, fuck, there are millions of people around the world that believe in an all-seeing, all-powerful being that watches over every move we make every minute of the day.
I thought you were remembering that incorrectly. Polar bear's fur is actually white.
That's clear.
No, its skin is black.
What?
Yeah. I'm sorry to do this to you, but I did hippity hop on the Google machine, and it has given me the information that I so seek. A polar bear's fur is made up of 2 layers, an outer layer with long guard hairs and a thick undercoat with shorter hair. The outer layer hair is clear.
That's what it is. It's not, yeah, okay.
Oh, we were both right.
It's their inner layer is white. Yeah.
To cover up their black skin. That's interesting to think that, like, a bear living in the snowiest part of the world has black skin, but evolved white hair to camouflage.
Have you ever seen that picture of the bear that had lost most of its hair?
No.
It's more terrifying than an actual bear.
Really?
Yeah, just search shaved bear.
Polar bear shaved.
Not necessarily polar, just bare shaved.
What the hell are these Minecraft? Oh, there's nothing Minecraft here, but I saw the colors and the shape and I thought Minecraft. Oh! No!
Yeah, they're
No!
terrifying.
I'm not showing that on stream. You
They
guys
are
can Google it
terrifying,
if you
aren't they?
want. Oh, its skin is just so loose.
Yeah.
Ah. You can Google
Well,
it, Don. Shaved. Polar bear shaved. Alright? It's an
That-
easy Google.
That bear, I looked into this. That particular bear has a skin condition that caused all of its hair to fall out.
Okay.
It hasn't actually been shaved.
Searching bear shaved will probably end you up on a porn site. Alright, Akoma,
Perfect.
not everybody has your search history.
But they are pretty fucking terrifying. While on the other end of the spectrum, a shaved guinea pig just looks like a tiny hippopotamus.
That's cute.
Why?
I guess it's
Never mind.
myself.
Alright, I'm gonna show this. It's...
Oh,
Where is it? I want to see
This
it.
is one of the pictures. Here, let me just... I think I could just drop the picture link in chat. Yeah, look
Ew,
at
what the fuck is that? That bitch look like a wombat.
That's like a real thing.
Yeah.
that's creepy.
There is the supposition that the mythical creature, the chupacabra,
It looks
was
like that
actually
too.
that.
Interesting.
Alright, the more I
That's
look at it,
creepy.
the less horrifying it is, but
Yeah, I mean it's just a bear with a skin condition. Like that's it.
that's interesting though.
Gross.
Because like little stories like the chupacabra, they just... The one thing that they never explained were how all those cows ended up without blood.
Yeah.
But, you know, I guess
think it was mainly goats though, wasn't it?
yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean the translation of chupacabra was literally goat sucker. So
Goat sucker.
It was just a deformed bear for sure. Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
You would know, right?
Yeah, Skulls. I had to go to Skulls' stream today because somebody shook my memory as to whether or not Skulls was bald. Can confirm he is not. Or is he?
but yeah, you would imagine most animals would just get funnier when they get shaved or whatever, but not bears. They
Not
just
cats
become
either.
They become more terrifying than anything ever.
Ugh, I don't want a shaved cat. That's yucky.
Sphinx cats? Yeah, they're fucking weird.
I want my cat now. Where is he?
Come here, pussy.
Probably sleeping. My cat's gone full nocturnal. Sleeps all through the day. Because cats, I think I read... You know what? While we're Googling animal facts today, let me double check this. How long does a cat sleep each day? There we go. 12 to 16 hours, says the Google machine.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they spend more than half of their day asleep on average. Probably why they have so much energy all the time. Just a bad hairline piece is toxic. It was not me who brought up you being bald. Someone was like, oh yeah, that's Skulls. And I was like, fuck, he is. Is he? I just like,
Yeah, he's not bald.
no, he's not. He just has a very short haircut.
Yes. And a receded hairline.
I'm not gonna
Not-
hit you with a fib right now, but playing Scribble.io yesterday got me really wanting to play a game.
I don't want to play Scribble.
I think after the podcast we should have a Scribble session. See if we
I'll
can get
hang
some.
out.
I'm
in the call, but I'm not
eating.
playing.
You haven't eaten yet, Benz? You should go get
I had
food.
my cereal and coffee, and then I had a turkey or ham sandwich beforehand.
Who brought? I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Probably no cool. This is an easy scapegoat. Anytime you gotta blame anybody ever, it's like, yeah, it's probably no cool. Definitely
the-
him.
The Don just owned it.
Yeah, me.
No,
I did it.
actually, Skulls messaged me and asked if we wanted to play golf later.
Interesting.
I'd definitely be down for some golf, but if you're gonna play Scribble, I'll hang out in the call and talk shit, but I'm not actually gonna play.
Dude, I could golf too. Golf would be easier than Scribble. Because Scribble, you actually need, like, people there. I don't know. We could do a golf and Scribble stream.
Yeah.
Although the last time we played golf, I was intending to play Scribble, and then we just didn't.
Which makes sense, because golf is a better game.
Wow.
I'll play golf, but I gotta eat first.
Yeah, you sound like you're dying right now.
Yeah,
I'm
I made steak quesadillas earlier.
Dude, that sounds freaking delicious.
All right. At what point is it not just a steakadilla?
The point where I say steak quesadilla instead of steakadilla.
Fair
Stupid.
enough. Yeah. So,
No, quesadillas is just quesadilla is just literally tortilla with cheese, and any filling is whatever it is that gets put into it. You can make a veggie quesadilla if you want. So
Is it hard to make a quesadilla?
No.
God,
You can make instant 30-second microwavable cheese cheese quesadillas in like 30 seconds. Just get a
Oh, that-
regular taco shell, shredded cheese, put it on the plate, microwave 30 seconds, you're done.
yeah. Then the flour tortilla doesn't taste right though. You want that little bit of
No, it does
toastiness
taste-
that happens
Yeah.
from.
How do you
putting
cook
in
it
a pan.
then? Pan?
Yeah, well, I have a big skillet that you plug into the wall and you can turn on to a certain temperature. A big flat surface basically, and I can fit 2 or 3 tortilla shells on it at any given time, and I put it at about 325, 350, and just throw a quesadilla or tortilla shell onto it and put cheese on it and wait until the cheese melts, which takes.
What about a
about
toaster
45 seconds.
oven?
You could do it in a toaster oven if you can fit the tortilla in there. But you just do it open face. Like just put the tortilla in there flat, put cheese on it, spread it out, and then melt the cheese basically, and then fold it in half after you're done, and you've got a quesadilla. Or you could just
Wow.
stick another tortilla on top of it.
Interesting.
You won't shove that whole Pringles can down your throat right now.
it's a mega stack Pringles
That doesn't
can.
matter. Let me see what you can do
No.
with that mouth. What'd that mouth do?
After the podcast, I'll show you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Free.
Oh my.
What?
Stick around for an exclusive. Oh.
For 40, you playing Pokemon
VIP
Go?
pass
Is that why you have
only?
3 phones?
Huh?
I've been really liking those mini tacos that we have in the freezer. I just
Yeah.
pour them on a plate, stick them in a toaster oven. It's awesome. Eat them with a fork. They're like super short.
Need some enchiladas in my life.
Ooh,
Oh,
enchiladas. are
y'all.
good.
Mmm. I also could go for a French onion soup. Don't ask where that just came from, but I love that shit.
Natalie been out of shape because I got Chinese food, and I was happy about it. She was like, "Ew, Chinese
That's like a
food's gross," and I was like,
It's
"I
a-
don't give a shit what you think."
that's a fucking great night. That's a great meal. I don't know.
Mhm.
Got me
I like
fucked
the
up.
idea. Chinese food reheats really well, and that's what
Yeah.
I like a lot
Sometimes.
about it.
No, I
Depends
just
on
got
what
a
you
whole
get.
quart of beef with
I
broccoli.
don't
and
think
fucking thing.
the rice reheats very well.
You're not supposed to reheat rice anyway.
Yeah, that shit usually turns out nasty. But like you just said, beef and broccoli. That
Yeah.
shit's great.
Yeah.
I usually, if the rice I reheat it, I'll use the beef and broccoli juice a little bit,
Yeah, like add it
moisten
to it.
that bitch up.
Yeah.
Shrimp
No,
and broccoli.
The only thing day old rice is good for is for making sushi with. Beyond that, fuck that.
Who here likes sushi, actually?
I love sushi.
I love sushi.
It's pretty good. You have that real shit, not the fake restaurant. You gotta go to a legitimate, oriental, restaurant that actually does it good.
like
If
a real
you've had,
sushi
the
bar.
fake stuff or if you've never tried it, you can't say, you don't like it or you do. You have to have the
Yeah, well-
legitimate good stuff.
I mean, I've had grocery store sushi, like where you're like walk by the deli counter and they
No.
have the little things of sushi.
Mm,
I've had
mm.
that,
No.
and it was decent, but it was
Yeah.
nowhere near the quality of stuff that I've had in restaurants where that's a specialty of theirs.
I
Mhm.
like hibachi restaurants.
Mmm.
Hibachi's a lot of fun.
Oh no, I don't go there for the fun. I go there because I fucking beat the
So
fuck out of that
good.
food.
Beast, do you like sushi?
No.
If your answer is yes, I'll take you somewhere. I know a place.
I'm sorry.
Jeez,
Yeah, the
okay.
few times
Oh,
I've ever been
candlelight dinner.
around,
He said no.
few times I've ever been around sushi, it was just like,
So wait, have you actually legitimately tried it?
quickly.
Okay. I only
That
guess
was a
people
short
feel like
bite.
they don't like something.
Pretty sure
just
it
how
ended up back on my
sounds.
plate.
I've gone
Oh,
into the sushi restaurant and spent $70 on food just for myself.
Wow.
So yeah.
My dad once told a story that he went to a dinner. He went to a dinner with a friend of his, and they actually had a really good deal for lobster that night, and it was like whatever it was, $40 for a lobster, and he was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of that, and he ordered like 4 pounds, and then when he got hit with a $120 bill, he was like, what? Or a $160 bill. It was $40 a pound. My dad's told me that story multiple times in his life because he was losing his he was laughing so hard.
there's probably a good like 4 pounds of.
His friend didn't even have enough money on him. He was like, "Oh my god, $160 on lobster? Are you kidding me?" And
Yep.
my dad helped him pay for it at the time, and he paid him back, and it was it's one of my favorite little restaurant stories right there.
I hear plates.
But at Hibachi, oh my god. So there's a place near us, well, around Minnesota that's just Osaka. I don't know if they're everywhere, but
It is.
yeah.
It's
And
like those grill things where they cook in front of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have one of those. I'll
Mhm.
take
Yeah.
you to it.
There's a lot of places like it. At
But
least.
I
Yeah.
found out that their lunch menu is like the same as their dinner menu, but it's half price. So if I
Yeah.
go there at like noon, I shit you not, for $13, this dude will cook up a sirloin steak and noodles and rice and like chicken. The whole meal would be like $15.
Yeah, I think they do smaller portions during that time of day, but they also make it cheaper so that they can actually get customers to come in during the day.
It is a little bit smaller, but yeah, you're right. The flow is so little at that hour that yeah, they'll. I mean,
They discount it. They discount it to get people to come in the door at all.
and it's good. Like it's really good. Like the best rice I ever had. Great noodles. I mean, good
Yep.
steak. I eat every bite. And as I said, because he's cooking it right there. I mean, it reheats well too. Shit, you'll get at least 2 or 3 meals out of it.
No, I won't.
Okay, you won't.
No, I learned to do like pork fried rice and stuff like that on a big flat top grill, so that I could make huge portions for like parties we were doing and stuff like that, like the Christmas party that we do for our restaurant every year. I cook like 3 full like big hotel pans of pork fried rice or chicken fried rice or whatever, and that's all basically the same hibachi style, like making fried rice.
Minus the show.
Some of the show.
Oh.
I do it for myself. Why would I?
Make it a little bit interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So then you make one of those pans for yourself, and
No, but I did fill it. I did fill a to-go box like till it was like bursting basically, and my boss was like, "Really? Okay, that's yours, huh?" I was like, "Uh huh."
Yep.
I mean,
Alright.
honestly, to fill the like 9x9 inch to-go box, the amount of product like in like food cost was like $1.50. You know,
No way.
honestly. Yeah, it's all rice basically.
Oh, right.
There's some like carrots and some broccoli and stuff added into that's been chopped up, and like egg that's been cooked throughout it, and whatever amount of chicken or pork or whatever happened to be mixed through it. But I mean, it's not nearly enough to justify it being, $40 worth of rices, which is what you would sell it for basically. But it's honestly like maybe $2 worth of product.
That's got to be a great deal as a chef. Like, no doubt you eat free and make your own
A lot
food.
of places don't let you just eat free,
Mhm.
but they do
Not even at
allow
lunch?
for like employee meals and stuff, and that's only a certain set number of items off the menu. Like for instance, the restaurant I work at currently is a seafood restaurant. We sell a lot of shrimp and stuff like that, and we're not allowed to order shrimp as our employee meal or cook shrimp for ourselves or whatever. We have to pay for it if we get it. We get it at a discount, but
Hurry up, shrimp.
you would have to pay for it in some way. But if I just wanted like a cheeseburger or something, they just let me have that as my shift meal.
I don't want to get you too excited or anything, but I did. Somebody mentioned Wendy's yesterday,
I had Wendy's yesterday.
and I think today you brought it up again with Jaffe, and it's
Yeah.
just it's back-to-back days where I'm like, you know what? That one time Sig talked my mom into talked me because my mom wanted to get everybody Wendy's, and I just had her on the phone. Sig talked me
Baconator.
into ordering a Baconator. I'd have another one. I think I'm back into the mood.
Yeah.
Takes me a while because Wendy's has a number on you, but
Yeah,
you know.
Baconators are fucking good though.
Kind of off
The fuck? Why
topic,
you
I wanna
block the
mention
clown
something.
emojis? I don't. Is it not working for you?
Is that a bowl of cereal there by your gushers?
No, that's chocolate covered peanuts. It looks
Really?
black because it's just the lighting in here, but no, it's good peanuts.
Is it really?
Let's see here. I've got my Dragonite that you got me here. He just holds on to my my peanuts, my M&Ms for
What?
me.
Oh, okay, I see.
Make sure you enunciate properly.
Yeah,
Harry holds on to your peanuts.
All right, you know what, you guys? You guys
see
want
what
me to do
type of time you want.
unspeakable things with my Dragonite.
What?
What timer?
You're gonna let him fondle you?
No.
What was the thing that Chriselle was saying that you were like, make sure you actually or you actually had me say it?
I don't want to say it because I don't know how to pronounce it.
Type it.
A facet or something?
No, his board behind him was like a cleaty board or something like that.
Oh yeah.
French cleat.
French cleat. So I was like very, very careful with how you phrase that.
Wow.
Oh
Jeez.
god.
I don't get that. I don't know what it really translates to.
Some women have and men don't.
No, that's the thing you're thinking of.
Oh.
An,
what it's
an actual
Oh.
French cleat board is just a way for the hooks to hang on the wall.
Mhm.
They
Yeah, I
just
don't know
make-
I don't know the dirty version.
Oh, clitoris.
Okay.
Ben's, it's a nice little pro tip if you're ever gonna talk to women again. Just you might want to
Learn what that is, where it is, and how it works.
and how it works.
Y'all got me fucked up right now.
That's a pro tip for any bachelors in chat, or any non-bachelors even. Just to learn everything you
was that
can
that-
about that.
Wasn't there that whole episode of South Park where Butters was looking for it, or Stan? It was Stan,
No.
wasn't it?
No.
There was a whole episode of it that had to do with that,
Maybe.
or maybe it was in the movie.
I don't know.
Been in the movie, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was a South Park thing. They had a whole
No,
thing.
no, it's not nice to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I had an unusual amount of trivia related to that. Organ. Came in handy. Good thing to know about. I like how Ben's just constantly retorts with people in chat, but like never talks.
Verbally addresses it.
Yeah.
What?
You talking all this shit with skulls in the voice.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about something completely different though. What am I just gonna
He's just not interrupting the conversation with his nonsense between him and Skulls.
Nice little especially since the chat's showing on stream today, it's actually working. It's kind of like a nice little Easter egg if you ever watch the show back, because like you'll just see all these things that we type back in chat that we don't always address. And I love that because chat's right there. I need a better chat client though, because
A what client?
Streamlabs
Client?
chat doesn't have the Twitch colors. It's not good. I don't like it.
Bland.
Very bland. You don't have people's profile pictures or anything. And there are some chat clients that are a lot better, but I've just done zero research.
I don't know. I kind of prefer that to stay where it doesn't have the people's pictures.
That could be good, obviously, but
Yeah.
I mean, with like Twitch badges, they don't look the same here. Emotes don't always translate the same.
That's true.
The other problem is a lot of chat clients only work for Twitch, because Twitch and YouTube are very different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well,
2
we
hours.
had some other plans for today. You want to call it a show so
Yeah.
Benz can get some food, and then
I'm getting kind of tired of myself.
I'll move into a voice channel on Minerva, and we can get some stuff going.
I mean,
That's what I'm
we're
gonna do. I'm gonna go eat.
We're
Mhm.
definitely we're at the 2-hour mark. We can call that a show.
Yeah, it's been a good day. I like starting a little early sometimes. It's not maybe great if people want to be here exactly at 3, but you know. Alright. I'll
Did you just dab at them?
He did.
So
Alright,
fucking
I'm
cringy.
kicking him from the fucking call now.
Minerva Podcast,
No.
episode 6.